I was bugging my son because it's a little later in the evening, and he wants to get a couple rounds of Fortnite in. And I was like, well, go take a shower, and I'll do my thing, and then hopefully we can crack off a couple games. So he's sneaking off. Anyway, okay. All right. Additional thoughts. Wednesday, SZA. I don't normally start these videos or during these videos have a frosty beverage, but I brought one tonight, friends, because this is a very special night, in my opinion. So cheers. You don't know what you're cheersing to, but cheers. Ah, yeah. Let's see. I'll just come out and say it. This is a 10. SZA, Ctrl, 10. Absolutely. I was tossing that idea around in my head. So my criteria for a 10, a perfect album, can listen to it at any time, any mood, anytime, no skips. And the most important factor for me, you don't turn it off until it's done. Because to me, no skips is a fairly low bar. You know, you can enjoy an album, listen to it from top to bottom, and go, okay, yeah, you know, that song's not really my favorite or whatever. But, you know, maybe you get 3/4 of the way through and you can turn it off. For example, Tool, Fear Inoculum, their most recent album. I turned it off after Calling Voices. I usually don't listen to the final track. I don't even remember the name right now. Whatever the fuck it's called. I like that song, but usually I only listen to like the first 3 tracks because that's like 45 minutes worth of music, and then I'm like, all right, cool, I'm good. So the ability for an album to hold my attention beginning to end, no skips, I can listen to it at any time. To me, that's what defines the perfect album. Now, obviously, album to album, you're going to enjoy more than others, what have you. But there you go. Another thing that I'm very excited about is, you know, this journey through hip hop and growing into the genre and enjoying the genre and just exploring other artists. With this album, with Ctrl, I have discovered that we accidentally did something here in terms of my listening preferences, and we punched through the pop barrier. I'm not a pop guy. I've never been a pop guy. And while this album itself specifically is not necessarily pop, there's a couple tracks that are. I would say Prom, kind of poppy. What's another one? I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't have the thing open here. Thank God I did Thriller. I'm so happy that I did Thriller, after I got to a point where I was really appreciating production. And thank God, well, I guess not really thank God, but Thriller, then Pink Print by Nicki Minaj, and to hear her range, her depth, all the stuff that she can do while still also being, you know, having her sexy songs, having her pop songs, whatever, really enjoying Pink Print, and then rolling into Ctrl, and just, I realized that over the weekend, I was like, oh my fucking God, I like pop. And again, Ctrl is not a pop album. I understand that. But like Prom. Initially on the reaction, I said, I wasn't really that huge of a fan. I was enjoying the first 4 tracks so much. I wanted to get back to that. Fucking Prom just grew on me so much. I love Prom. Even Go G. So I've got hearts next to every track. And Wesley, you fucking called it, well, you said it so well in the comments about how, at the end of the reaction, I said, I was considering the idea of, do I like this more than Blonde? And I would say, actually at the end of the reaction, I said, no, I felt Blonde was better. But Wesley, when you came in and said it was this great counterpiece to Blonde, like a yin and a yang. And I was like, yeah. And I thought about it for a little while. And I kind of had the yin and the yang idea in my head. And I was like, well, maybe I'm just more excited about that idea of the yin and the yang. But when you take Blonde and you listen to Blonde and what that's about, it's about a guy struggling with his own sexuality and just that, right? And it's so well done. It's perfectly executed, I feel. It's a great album. Ctrl is kind of the other side of that coin where it's not about sexuality, but it's about love and physical relationships and just trying to figure that out. in this idea of I need to have control. I want love, but I don't want you to break my heart, so I'm going to sabotage the relationship. And I've been sleeping around with your friends, and even though you got a girl, I'll still hook up with you on the weekend. And I wish I was just a normal girl that you could take home to your parents. And it's just that. And what makes me so excited about that is that when I listened to Blonde about a year ago now, I remember really enjoying it and going, God damn, this is so good. And as I soaked into that realization and really got into it, it also occurred to me, I'll never hear something like this again, you know? And that's, I think, what makes reaction channels so fun is you get that initial experience, but then you can never go back. And so you can watch somebody else go through it, and it's fucking great, right? I mean, I still watch reaction stuff, even though I make it. I love reactions. I love watching people just love music. It's so great, man. It's so great. But then here comes Control, and it's not Blonde. It's not trying to be Blonde. It doesn't need to be Blonde, but it is this great just counterpiece. And it almost takes Blonde and fills in a spot that I never realized was really vacant, because it wasn't, it wasn't supposed to be filled. Blonde serves its purpose, and now Control comes in on the other side and fills in that other side, and it's just fucking phenomenal. You guys, goddamn, I love it. This is an amazing album, and I remember people saying, "Oh, you got to do it, it's so great, blah blah." And coming into this week, one person in Discord said, "Like, I hope you like it because it's legit one of my top favorites." And the thing is I hear that every week. I'm gonna do an album. Oh, that's my favorite. And ultimately, someone's going to say, this is one of my all-time favorite albums, because we all have different tastes, right? But, my God. So, I'm very excited for all of you SZA fans out there who are waiting on Friday, a new album, 23 tracks. I, unfortunately, will not be doing it on Friday. I'm going to stick to my December schedule as I laid out in my setlist video, which is killing me, because I really want to do the new one. I really want to do the new Little Sims that just got announced. That's coming out on Monday. I'm not going to do that. Probably will do Gray Area, because I haven't done that one. Decent time to do Gray Area. Yeah. Incredible album. I have notes, but I realize it's just all for the videos. I did enjoy the videos. I did there was a short, someone sent me a short, it's SZA's dad singing along to Broken Clocks and getting all teary-eyed over it. That was fucking cool. I mean, it's only like a 40-second video, but it's cool. That one's really neat. I've got all the stuff. Honestly, I don't fucking care about the videos. I watch the videos. They're neat. The Love Galore, where Travis Scott gets tied down and the girl comes in, chops him up. Oh, okay. It's kind of wild. The Garden one. Someone mentioned that the Garden one is more of a song to herself, at a younger age or something like that. I don't know. I didn't really... It made sense when I read the comment, and now I'm just so excited about being in love with the album that I've forgotten everything I was going to try and say on this video. God, man. So let's go through the tracks. Which ones ends up being my favorite, right? Supermodel is incredible. Here's something that's really interesting. Love Galore. Fantastic track. Doves in the Wind. Half the time, I kind of want to just skip it. And it's so funny because it's Kendrick Lamar, and I hear Kendrick Lamar come in, and he's got this verse, and it's a good verse. I got no problems with the verse. He does a great job, as always. And the whole time I'm hearing Kendrick Lamar, I'm just going, go away. Go away. I want SZA. I want SZA. I want to hear her, because I love her voice. I love everything she's doing. Drew Barrymore is so fantastic. That fucking song has been in my head for 2 days straight. I was whistling it at work yesterday, just whistling the chorus to Drew Barrymore. Prom grew on me like crazy. The Weeknd is awesome with that just slow pace and those snaps that come in. Gogina grew on me. Garden I enjoyed. Broken Clocks. Anything really grew on me. And on the reaction, that threw me off a bit because the production's so different. And I remember saying, I like what they're trying to do, but at the time I wasn't really into it. Love it. I mean, it's just a neat departure. you know, and then you drop into Wavy, which is that little interlude, and it's kind of quick. Normal's a fantastic song, or Normal Girl. Pretty Little Birds. Love it. Love Pretty Little Birds. Isaiah Rashad. So, is that how you pronounce this? Yes, I said it right. Okay. Isaiah Rashad. Sylvia demo. I want to do it. That one's been on my list forever. D'Angelo's been on my list forever. Billy Woods is another one that comes up. Arm & Hammer is another one that comes up. I think Arm & Hammer exists in this range. I don't remember. But I would love to do that album. So I don't know. I don't know when I'll get to it. I want to just do them all. It's funny how as I work through my list, somehow my list keeps getting longer. Like, how the fuck does that work, right? It seems like it would go there, but like, no. I do an album, I love it, and people go, here's 3 more that you need to do. Okay, whatever. So there you go. I don't know. I thought this video would actually be better, but really it's just me gushing over Control. And I'm okay with that, honestly. I mean, I know it's not very specific, but holy shit, man. It's so good. It's so good. Her voice is beautiful. Her flow, how she just kind of, you know, it's not like she ever goes super, super fast or does anything super, super complicated, but there's just this ease to it. And it feels like her lyrical style, her vocal style, it all serves the song. The production is fucking phenomenal, man. It all comes together so well. And honestly, I'm so happy to say that, knowing how much she stressed out, the anxiety that she had trying to make this album, and all these, you know, 150 tracks, and TDE had to take the fucking hard drive away from her to make her to stop because just freaking out over it. And what a tough place to be in. I can only imagine the amount of doubt that she was struggling with while creating the album. But I mean, just amazing. So, I mean, in terms of all of the albums I've heard, this one is way up there. Way up there. And I'm happy. I'm happy for it. I'm happy I enjoyed it so much. I'm happy that I broke through a pop barrier without realizing it. I don't want to lay claim to the R&B ground just yet because I have heard R&B songs that I don't like. I find them to be cringy, generally speaking. But we're making good progress. We're making good progress on the R&B style. So we'll see where that goes. Yeah, I guess that's it. I thought I would have more to say, but I suppose not. Amazing album. Amazing album. And I think the new one's called SOS. I hope that one turns out to be just as incredible. Who knows? It's been 5 years, 23 songs. Who knows? You know, it'll be interesting to see what the response is to that. I'm hoping to get to that one soon. I have an announcement I'm going to make probably in a couple weeks in terms of the channel, and a little change I'm going to make, slight change in terms of pivoting to more current content. But I mean, there's already, you know, Danny Brown's got one coming, I think really soon. It may have even released today. I don't even know. You know, SZA, Little Sims. I still got to do the Forever Story. Like that's already 4 albums right there. But for anybody who might be panicking about new content and, you know, the abandonment of the hip hop journey, the journey remains the focus. I want to slowly pivot. There's still some core albums in the hip hop world I've not listened to, especially you get into the older stuff. So going into the new year, and I'll talk about this in a different video in a couple weeks, but going into the new year, going to kind of focus on the journey while trying to slowly pivot to current stuff. And yeah, there you go. Okay, I've been talking a lot now. Friday, we're going to go from the SZA to the Jizza. Some Liquid Swords, back to some Wu-Tang. I'm excited. That's going to be fun. Tomorrow, I'm going to listen to 36 Chambers again. It's been a little while, but that fucking album is phenomenal too. I'm just drowning in amazing music. It's so fantastic, you guys. I mean, it's just so much fun. I'm having so much fun doing this. Also, I want to complain. Yeah. I went through the comments over the weekend. We're responding to stuff to the reaction. No one mentioned Slurpee and his Christmas lights. No one. And look at him. Look at him. He's so happy to have Christmas lights. And no one said, "Oh, Slurpee's got Christmas lights." Do you guys even care anymore about Slurpee? Like, what happened? Look at him. He's like, "Look, I got Christmas lights." I'm just fucking around. But I was surprised. No one mentioned anything. Fuck, man. Cheers. Oh, God. I'm having so much fun. So much fun. We'll see you guys on Friday.